So I don't know if you saw this video.
I did.
So that's that Jamie Plaskett. She's the attack dog for the Democrats, and she's pro-censorship, pro-mandates.
Epstein-backed candidate from the Virgin Islands.
And she takes money from Jeffrey Epstein.
She's a good person is what I'm trying to say.
So this person sitting behind her, and let's watch what happens. Let's just watch.
I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview with FBI employee Roya Demlow, who you just spoke about, which took place on July 17, 2023. In that line, she says, the question was asked, okay, if someone were to leave here today, were to leave this interview and were to suggest or imply that when you said the laptop was real, that it meant that the FBI had affirmatively determined in October 2020 that the laptop belonged to Hunter Biden, that the contents belonged to Hunter Biden, and that the contents had not been manipulated in some way, would they be representing what you said, correct? Answer by Ms. Demlow. They would be representing what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that. They would be misrepresenting what I said because I don't have much knowledge of that. Because this committee likes to misrepresent or leave off complete sentences of what individuals said, I'd like to introduce this into the record.
Objection.
Thank you. And as to no comment by an FBI, that's usually what they say when there's a...
When there are liars. She didn't know the difference. Like, this is how much the words are not hers. She said represented, and there's a person there to fix it.
Misrepresented. Yeah. So, okay, I don't know what we just watched there, Kurt, but without being conspiratorial and just objectively looking at the evidence here, I think Stacey Plaskett is a hollowed out mind control puppet being manipulated by alien psychic technology. Kidding, come on.
Yeah. Oh, I believed you because I just looked in her eyes.
I kid Stacey Plaskett and the big-eyed woman. So it looks to me like her assistant, this plucky assistant, wrote all that crap, Stacey is saying, and mouthing it to herself like a young, ambitious playwright.
Yeah.
So it's actually a little creepier than aliens.
If they said she was a lizard person, that'd be less scary. I have to, just to identify with this horrible Google-eyed woman as a half a Muppet myself, many times. That's a face I'll be making while I talk to myself. I saw her catch herself too.
She looks like she's going to be in a YouTube video of a meth bust pretty soon.
She looks like Stacy Flick from Election.
Yes.
And that kind of maniac person. I've met somebody like that before. They're that crazy and that ambitious and that much of a psychopath that they write that crap that Stacey Plaskett diaries out of her mouth like she doesn't care, and they're like proud of themselves. Look how proud she is.
It seems to be. I'm no doctor. I'm no Dr. Kurt, but it looks like the woman sitting back there is medicated to the point where her eyes are getting bigger as the speed kicks in. Right?
It's probably lateral.
Can you imagine being on a date with that woman? Hey, I mean, I'm glad you're interested in me and everything.
I can imagine her.
But you're scaring the other diners.
You don't think she would just be making me say things with her mind while she stares like that and mouthing what I'm saying? I'm having a great time with you, lady.
Plaskett's aide apparently memorized her entire speech and lip-synced as she read it, but look at her eyes is what concerns me the most.
Yeah, that's the kind of chick that some married, important person hooks up with and she registers it for blackmail later. That's the look in the eyes. I'm going to make it somehow.
What's the big deal, Kurt? You never saw somebody in a demonic trance before? That's what that is. She corrected Plaskett when she said representing instead of misrepresenting. The look on her face when she corrected Plaskett appears to be one seeking praise for her good work. Just bizarre.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's no picnic working for Stacey Plaskett.
Excuse me, Mr. Drug Dealer, I'll have what she's having. What is it? I don't know what Andrew.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, you want adrenochrome? It's the nonsense lizard people where they drink the blood of kids.
Oh really?
It's a joke. I mean, it's crap. It's way worse than that. What she's on, which is just power.
So I don't know. I thought that was funny.
That's the next generation of psychopath assistants who work, and I'm sure Stacey Plaskett. This is somebody who took money from Epstein after. Right. So this is you're some white chick that works for her. So there's probably all kinds of weird dynamics there. Okay. And you're really invested in her doing well. Probably better than working for Kamala. I'll give her that. And I did good, right? I'm going to move on to a new thing, right? The worst Hollywood climber, worse on every level than that is what that chick is. I promise you. Based on her face.
We got an air purifier for you. I want to let you know it's the top of the line air purifier. If you like air purifiers, it's top of the line. And believe me, it costs like it's the top of the line. But if all air purifiers are the same, why did the U.S. Department of Defense select EnviroCleanse to protect and purify the air on board the Navy ships? You ever think of that? It's got patented earth mineral technology plus hospital-grade HEPA filter. So it's got a hospital-grade HEPA filter. This filter. So we're going to have it up here, right? We'll have it up here. And it also destroys cold and flu viruses. No kidding. It destroys COVID. It destroys allergy-inflaming toxins. It destroys mold. Really? That seems valuable. I like that idea that it kills mold. And it's hospital-grade technology. It's so powerful. It's used in thousands of classrooms. And they actually have a promise. EnviroCleanse has a promise. Did you know this? That they promise far fewer colds and allergies and better sleep. I got to put this in my bedroom. We have it in the studio, and I promised I would put it in my bedroom, but then we went out of town for 2 weeks. I'm going to put it in my bedroom. I'm going to tell. I am going to let. First of all, I want to talk about the CBD because that has helped me sleep. Free air quality. Oh, they also give you a free air quality monitor, so they could test the difference in your own home. So this is what you do: you go to visit EK, the letter E, the letter K, and then Pure PURE.com, EKPure.com, and use the code Jimmy, and you get 10% off on your EnviroCleanse machine. It's a home air purifier. And you get a free air quality monitor, plus fast free shipping. That's $150 in savings. That's ekpure.com and use the code Jimmy. ekpure.com. Use the code Jimmy. Come see our live shows. We're going to be in Chicago, Rosemont, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, New York City, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Stamford, Toronto, Toledo, Detroit, St. Louis, and more. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for those tickets.